You know, I try not to file lawsuits. You understand, young man? But you're a dumb mother effer.
Put your hands behind your fucking back!
Unlawful arrests destroy a civilian's record. That's why some people have to take a stand against these corrupt pigs. And one person who's really good at that is James Freeman. The incident kicks off when James is confronted by multiple Oro Valley PD officers at a public lobby in a government building. This man is a master at schooling cops on the law.
Would do. No, we're not cops. We wouldn't get violent with anybody.
So we're just going to talk to them real quick about why we got called here. Okay?
Sure.
But as of right now, we are on a call for service, so we'll just be speaking to you briefly about it once we finish talking to them.
Okay.
All right.
Are we detained then?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, we're detained.
It's a call for service. You're not free to go.
Oh, a call for service? What crime are we suspected of?
So right now, that's what we're going to talk to them.
What crime are we suspected of?
You're detained for investigation. Okay.
Investigation of what crime?
Just hang out for me. Okay.
No. I'm gonna go ahead and out the door.
No.
Am I detained?
You're not free to
For
leave.
what crime?
You are not free to
For
leave.
what crime? What's your name? L-E-I-N-A?
Officer
Are you
Lane, you're not
Are
free
you a
to leave.
supervisor?
No.
But you're not free to leave.
What crime do you suspect me of?
Our supervisor right there, but you're not free to leave.
What crime do you suspect me of?
You're not free to leave.
What crime do you suspect me of?
So keep your voice down.
I don't have to keep my voice down.
You can be charged with disorderly, okay?
Do you know what disorderly is? Come on, I'm not new here.
Alright,
This is my job. You understand that?
I understand. So
Okay.
just hang out for me.
No, I'm not. I don't need to hang out for you. Are you. Hey, can we go, man?
No, you're not free to leave.
You need to stop.
I don't need to stop. I'm telling you what you need to do, and you're going to
What crime do you suspect me of?
So we're free to talk to you after. We're going to talk to them. We're going to find out what they called us here. Okay.
So you don't know why you're here, but I'm detained?
You're here for a call for service. They called on you guys about being disorderly right now, so we're going to.
Do you know what disorderly is?
So I'm not answering your question.
So you suspect me of being disorderly? Is that what you're saying?
So we're investigating. You're going to be detained for an investigation.
For investigation of a crime, you have
Okay,
to suspect.
so-
Do you know what reasonable articulable suspicion is, boy?
Okay, I'm not doing.
Do you know what reasonable? You're not going down this route. What? The law? Obeying the law? You're not going down that route?
Well,
This is what cops do. Detain first, investigate later. That's not how the law works. Right now, their supervisor was inside the office talking to the people who called them in the first place. These juniors were downright inviting a lawsuit on them.
Hey guys, this is Oro Valley Police Department. They're detaining me right now for investigation of which crime? Which crime?
Excuse me. How you doing? So we were just checking. We get reports, different things going on. We're just making sure that everything's good.
Am I free to go?
Now you are.
If-
You are free to go.
Great. All right. I need your card. I need your card and I need your card right now.
For sure. Okay, you can. I'll give you my name and badge.
You know, I try not to file lawsuits. You understand, young
you can have my
man?
name and
But you're
badge
a
number.
dumb mother effer.
Okay, well you can.
You don't get to detain people. No, you can back up. No, you can back up.
Chill out.
Shh.
If you would like to, any
Go
kind
ahead.
of
Sorry.
complaints.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're
Go
fine. I
ahead.
understand.
Go ahead, Nicholson.
Yep, Nicholson. I understand that.
You're dismissed. Walk away.
I'm not
Sorry. Go ahead. He keeps approaching me aggressively.
He's fine right here.
Nicholson, we're not going to have any issues.
No, I know
Here,
that.
let me. We're fine. Right?
Absolutely. And
Okay.
I have no issue with you. I understand you guys are doing your investigation.
When's the last time you were deposed?
If you wouldn't
I'm
mind.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I understand.
Let me take some deep breaths. I get
I
really
appreciate
upset
it.
when people threaten violence upon me. I've
that's-
never threatened violence upon anyone in here. And when you tell me I'm detained and I try to walk out the door and you block my way, that's violence.
How about,
Can you ask the violent man to leave so we can just have a
would
calm
you mind
talk?
taking one step back?
Out the door. Out the door.
Would you
I'm no
mind-
threat whatsoever. Look,
I understand that. I understand that.
ask the violent man to leave, please, so we can just be reasonable.
It's just you and I talk right now.
Okay, she can stay and you can stay. These two both detained
They're
me.
just-
They can go. She didn't detain me.
No, and so that's what you and I are just talking. You're free to leave at any point you want.
Okay.
I understand you wanted to talk, so
And let's have him leave. Please.
you might just step.
Absolutely.
I
Thank you.
appreciate that. Man. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thanks.
Appreciate you. So-
Him as well. He detained me as well. She can stay as backup. You already know I got no weapons. If I were gonna hurt you, I'd hurt you. If
I
you were
got
gonna hurt
no-
me, you'd
I
hurt
got
me.
no qualm
Okay,
about
cool.
you right
I'll
now,
even
okay?
sit down. How's
If
that?
you want to, that is perfect.
All right, let's bring this down.
That right there was a walk of shame for the two officers. Nobody can have an officer dismissed better than James Freeman. Now let's see if their supervisor Nicholson was any different when it came to the law.
What happened is we get a call that essentially it comes back that someone's being combative in the lobby. And that's what we were trying to figure out is what does combative mean? Is it physically, anything like that? That's why they were trying to figure out what happened.
Okay.
Talked with them. They said, nope, just you didn't like their answer, this and that, and
Sure.
that's what all I needed to hear. And everything's fine. You guys are good to take off if you want to leave.
Okay.
Anything like that. I understand that you were asking about
Salaries.
Salaries.
Yeah.
As far as I know, that information is either online
Right.
or directed through HR.
Right, and where were we? We had a wonderful conversation with Torres and one of her partners earlier today. We explained everything we're doing, no secrets, no nothing. Torres, I'm glad you showed up too, because a lot of times,
I was already still here on scene. I was just on court actually, so I just finished up.
yeah, that's the problem. A lot of times guys like him show up, they don't know what's going on, and anyways. So, a couple of things at this point then.
Okay.
You got a report that someone was being combative?
That's just the information that somebody was in the lobby was being combative.
Is
That
there
was
a-
the term that was used?
Can you tell me, is there a definition for combative?
I don't know off the top of my head. Typically, combative means a couple of things. We don't know what that means until we get here, which is why we got to talk to the other party real quick. As soon as we verify that combative wasn't anything physical, and it was just their interpretation of something, we have no issue to believe a crime was committed, anything like that.
So when you walked in, were you under the impression that a crime was committed? You
We-
personally?
Right, I'm sorry?
Were you personally under the impression that a crime had been committed when you walked in?
We don't know, and that's what we have to investigate.
Right.
We don't know.
You don't know.
We don't know. So what we're doing is we're trying to verify that a crime has not been committed.
Are you under the, sorry, go ahead.
And so that's all we're doing. I think that took me probably 30 seconds, maybe 45 seconds to verify that it was just their interpretation, that they didn't agree with what you were saying, you didn't agree with what they were saying, and so they called us, and somewhere along the words combative was taken, and that's what we just got to verify, that it's nothing, no crime, nothing like that.
Are you under the impression that you can detain someone without actual reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime?
So in investigative purposes, detention is applicable. And so when we're just trying to verify that nothing physical has occurred, at that point, we just got to verify that information and make sure that a crime has not, in fact, been committed.
Okay, so when you came in, you didn't know if a crime was committed or not?
No,
And
we got to conduct
did-
an investigation.
Was I detained then?
At that point, yes, we have to
Okay,
confirm.
great, perfect. So you didn't know if a crime was committed?
We have an investigative purpose.
Right, you didn't know a crime was committed, right?
Nope.
And you detained me.
Those officers detained you, and yes,
Did you detain me as well?
I was conducting the investigation, but at that point, we have to confirm that a crime, in fact, has not been committed.
I just need to know who all detained me so I can put the names on the litigation. Did you
Yep.
detain me?
Yep.
You did?
Yep.
Okay. And again, you did not know that a crime was committed, is that
We do
right?
not know.
And you didn't even have a reasonable articulable suspicion that a crime
We
was
have to
committed?
verify that a crime has not been committed based on the information.
Okay, so it's guilty until proven innocent?
It's guilty until proven innocent. Even the supervisor wasn't informed on the law. The only officer who didn't detain James was the female officer Torres, which James held in high regard.
Did you detain me? Please say no. Just say no, Torres. I don't want to put your name on the lawsuit. You didn't detain me, right?
So, if you have any further questions, you can direct them towards me. And if that's not applicable, we can direct you towards the officer.
I'm going to put that Torres did not detain me. She never did say I was
Perfect.
detained.
That is
You
absolutely-
never verbalized that I was
That
detained.
is absolutely perfect.
Torres is just a really, really good cop.
Yes, she is. Absolutely.
And we're trying to keep the good ones around. We're trying to get rid of, I mean, if you have a willingness to learn and get better, we might keep you, Nicholson.
Absolutely.
But as long as you think
Education
that,
is important.
as long as you think you get to detain people until you find out if a crime was committed, you're definitely on the chopping block.
Okay, perfect.
So-
And that's perfectly understandable from your point of view. I'm not going to argue with you
And
about
from a
that.
legal standpoint,
Okay,
and from
absolutely.
yeah,
I'm not gonna argue
the
with
court's
you
point of
about-
view,
Okay.
everyone's point of view.
Yeah, not perfect.
We live in a society of law and order, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, we want to.
Absolutely.
But then we have people who break the law.
Okay,
right? Detain
perfect.
people without reasonable articulable suspicion.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I feel
So,
like we can articulate that, but that's okay.
well, you just told me.
Yeah.
You verbalized that you
For
did
an
not
investigative detention.
believe that I committed a crime. All three of you verbalized that you did not believe I committed a crime.
Okay.
And you still detained me.
Okay.
You know what? You know what would have happened if I decided to leave anyways while he was trying to block my way, and I used any amount of force necessary to leave?
What's that?
You probably would have beat me up pretty bad, huh?
I would sure hope not.
Yeah, they would have put hands on. They would have physically stopped me, except for Torres. I could tell her demeanor. I could read her energy.
Absolutely. She's a
She already knew what was
phenomenal
going on,
officer. Absolutely.
and she wanted none of this bullshit that you guys were doing.
She's a phenomenal officer.
She is.
So, like I said, if you have any further questions, what I would love to do.
I just need I need information for the three of you
Absolutely. I
so
can
that I
do
can.
that for you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely.
People like Torres are in a tough position, though, you know,
Absolutely.
because she's got 2 officers here that she knows are breaking the law, that she knows are doing something wrong. But the tough thing is, if she stands up against them and says, "Hey, guys, whoa," now she's probably going to get bullied. She's probably going to get treated bad within the
I don't
department.
think so.
Really? Dude, I've been doing this for 10 years.
Yeah.
I have literally watched good cops get fired.
Oh.
You know why? Because of doing the right thing.
Well, I believe that she would be just fine.
When you're part of a criminal enterprise and you're not willing to go along with the criminals, it can be very difficult.
Oh, I can understand that. So if there's any further questions, what I would love to do, like I said, is direct you towards Sergeant Durbin Kelsey, who is part of our internal affairs over there.
Okay.
And if there's any further questions, like I said, regarding salaries, I know that's what you've been looking for. You can direct that towards either online, like I said, all that stuff should be available online.
Durbin?
Or HR. Yes, Kelsey.
All right, I've got LPO Nicholson. What's LPO mean?
A lead police officer.
Lead police officer.
Yes, sir.
Trying to make sergeant?
I'm just enjoying my time right now.
Are you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I didn't have my daughter with me, we would have pushed this a little farther.
Well,
I would have walked
I'm
out that
very-
door.
I'm very
I would have
happy
taken
when
the
it come to
beating.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, I would hope it when it come to that.
Do you understand Arizona is a stand your ground state? When you're unlawfully attacked, you have every right to defend yourself by any means necessary.
Okay.
Are you aware that even if you're a police officer, when you unlawfully attack someone, they have the right to defend themselves against you?
Absolutely, you could try that.
And that's-
I would hope that we.
Oh, I know.
I would hope that we won't ever come to that
And
situation.
what would happen if I did defend myself against an unlawful attack from you?
Well, I hope we don't have to find out, but officers are going to do what we need to do.
Right.
And I can't tell you.
You'd probably be willing to kill me over an unlawful detention, wouldn't you?
The
The question is, are people willing to do the same to you?
the thing is, I have my policy that dictates my use of force, and I'm going to stick to that.
Yeah.
I can't give you hypotheticals.
And as
I
long
prefer not to do this
and as long
hypothetical
as
game with
and
you.
as long as you have a policy,
Yep.
you can't be sued. But it doesn't protect you from someone defending themselves against you. So
Well, I
you
don't-
can when you
Yeah.
attack the wrong person and you end up in front of God and you're like, what happened? I was following my policies. How'd that work out for you? Right? Play stupid games, win
pretty-
stupid prizes, huh?
hopefully pretty
Go ahead and get out of here. You're
All right,
dismissed.
right on.
This is one of the best audits I have ever seen, containing all the essential components of ignorance, unprofessionalism, and corruption. The corporal did his best to wriggle out of it, but verbalized the problem and highlighted the cause. These cops didn't put hands on James, but these next ones roughed up a college football player. Officers were called to a convenience store where they were told a black man was trying to buy booze with fake banknotes. But what happened next was really excessive.
They call police on me, but relax. I'm trying to make sure my girl's car is here. That's relax. Good. Relax, guys. I didn't touch nobody. Hey, exactly. You see a car here? You see a car? I left a car here. I put my girl's car. No, I'm paying for it. No, I'm not saying that.
You use the X22, so.
Yeah. I mean,
You got ID with you, partner?
Yeah, I got ID. It's probably somewhere around here, but.
Okay, I need to see it.
Bro, you can see it whenever. Relax. I don't want to get arrested.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm showing you my ID.
Home Enforcement Explorer, I need
I don't
another.
care, bro. You got
Put your hands behind your back.
No, I'm trying to. You said show me ID.
Oh, put your hands behind. I don't care about your ID right now. Put your hands behind your back.
For what? My ID.
Relax. Put your hands behind your back.
Relax.
Put your hands behind your back.
Bro, I know I'm a cop.
Put your hands behind your fucking back. Put your hands behind your back. Give him a fucking ground, dude. You're under arrest.
Get down!
For what? For what?
Put your hands behind your back.
Get down! What?
For what?
Because. Put your hands behind your fucking back.
Get your arm out! Get your arm out!
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your fucking back.
Do it now. You're gonna get it again. Put your hands.
You're under arrest for using a fake 20. Obstruction.
Bend your leg.
Now you're under arrest for resisting arrest and obstruction. You need to resist anything? Come on, man.
Tom, taser deployed. You're covered. You alright? I don't know what. Dude, it's hitting. Holman 464, one under arrest, name California.
Let's get him out of here.
Where's that 20? Huh? No. Where's the 20? Where's the 20?
I don't know. He just like tried to like he tried to buy it and then just like the big 20. Yeah.
How did you tell it was a 20?
What?
How did you tell it's fake?
The color of the actual face. Yeah. The size really even the same.
Where is it?
I don't know.
Okay.
3 officers choke and then slam the teen on the concrete floor. After that, they teased him even though he was cooperating. The cop then talks to the people on the scene.
Hey, I'll be back to talk to you guys.
I never hit anybody. I never did anything wrong. I don't care. Don't tell me what I'm doing. I don't hurt anybody.
Hey, we're gonna walk out to the car.
Whatever, I don't want to hear
If you
anything.
resist again,
I don't want to hear
I
anything.
will tase you again.
I don't want to hear anything.
Do you understand?
Bye.
Do you understand?
Bye.
All right.
I never. I said why. So you got.
What all did he try to purchase? Just this stuff?
Oh, he only walked out and then like that is got like 5 with like.
I'm black and I'm a I'm black and I'm a
I'll talk to you guys. I'm gonna stay in here and talk to. I'm gonna stay in here and talk to people. Yeah. Yep, we're getting you out of here.
I do anything to anybody.
I wasn't there for that, but they
I'm trying to buy beer.
but they pulled the bottle.
Are you guys with Trish?
No, no,
He tried to interact with me in a physical manner, and then he was gone.
How so?
I don't think he was trying to find me. I think he was just gone.
No, it was all type of
No.
Yeah.
But he left and then he came back and they.
Yeah, that's what happened. We were trying to buy beer and you came back and we was like,
Go ahead.
confrontational.
But he's very intoxicated. I didn't see a fake Cody bill or anything like that. But I think he just needs a night.
Yeah.
Copy. He should be in locals. Let's go over here real quick. Do you guys have idea what that?
Yeah.
You aren't in trouble for anything. I just.
No, I know.
No.
I know the police officer, so I'm aware of anything I can do.
But there's a CNA, so.
Awesome.
While one officer was talking to witnesses, the officers handling the suspect continued to torture him.
I'm not doing anything. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm relaxed. I'm relaxed. What am I relaxed? Come on, I'm relaxed. You know I am. You know I am. You know I am. I'm mad now. I'm mad
Let him lay on the stomach. Roll over on your stomach. There you go. Hey, stay on your stomach.
Stop moving! You have to get this spot and just leave there! You have to leave!
Do you have food?
I'm relaxed. You're not 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 relaxed. Bro, I'm cool. I'm being cool. I'm never hurt.
Can you hold back that too? Can you open that door and set this in there for me? What do you do? gonna set it right here.
Yeah. Get this all secured on the line.
Okay.
What do you need out?
Everyone off the stairs. Walk downstairs and go to the bar.
Okay.
Lock both ways.
You want to bring them to the box over there and then straight down the hall?
I just want to get.
There were 10 responding officers at the scene now, all for one guy who tried to hand in a fake 20 for some booze. While in the hallway, he was slammed against the wall and then thrown to the floor for the second time. What kind of justice are they delivering? The officer then explains the whole thing to his acquaintance before taking the suspect away.
They told me to try to use a fake 20 in there, alright? So I needed to detain him. Said, I need to see your ID. Said, I'm not giving you shit. I'm not working with you. So at that point, I went to put him in handcuffs. Because usually when I'm dealing with somebody like that, I'm not even going to mess with it, right? Then he started pulling away and trying to run. So we were trying to get him on the ground, and he was fighting. He's strong as shit, man. I'm not strong as Trey Sean, right? So that's why that went the way it did. I had enough reason to detain him, and he was completely fine. I'm still investigating it. Right now, he's just under arrest for obstruction. Okay? He'll have it say in court to prove his side, and we'll just give our report to you, okay? I promise you, I don't want shit going down like this.
Like, why the hell y'all got? I'm saying, like, he already got on cuffs.
I put the cuffs on, and I can fit my finger in between. They're not as tight as I could put them. I promise you that.
Why y'all threw the man on the ground like that? Why I say y'all threw the man on the ground? Y'all
because he's fighting.
He was telling y'all in the coat too tight. Y'all ain't want to.
I don't know what happened out there. I'm telling you what happened. No,
on the ground, they jumped on his back.
All right, I don't know about that. I didn't see that part. All I did was put him in cuffs when he was in here inside Bob's because he was fighting with me. All right, and I understand sometimes people are like, no, fuck this. The cop doesn't have the reason to put me in cuffs. So when a cop tells you you got to do something, you got to do it, right? Because you'll have your say in court, I promise. But right then, it's not the time to be fighting. All right.
Well, they ended up beating their ass.
So I don't see any reason why he is going to have to go to county or anything like that. He's just going to go down to Home PD for up to 6 hours, and then I'll release him. Right? That's the address for the PD.
His friends were right to point out the use of excessive force. The guy was slightly drunk, but he was complying with what he was being told. Now there's an internal investigation happening inside the PD over concerns of excessive force being used. Hopefully, the perpetrators get fired. Just like the last officers, this next one was equally scummy. A suspect was stopped after police found that he had an outstanding warrant. But the intentions of one officer changed when he saw the dollar bills the man owned.
Sir, come on, step back here. Go ahead and place that call. Put your phone on the top of it.
What am I doing? I'm just listening to you. That's why I'm having you out.
So you are under arrest at this time. You have a warrant out for your arrest. A warrant for what?
I'm going to show it to you in a moment, okay? Is this your car?
It's my girlfriend's car.
Your girlfriend's car. Did he drive it, the guy that's in the passenger seat?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, twist your feet there.
So, what am I under arrest for?
I'm going to show it to you, okay? Come back here for a second. I'm going to give you, I'm going to show you the LiDAR too, where I clocked you at 68. That's not really the biggest concern here, okay? But I'm going to show you the warrant once I get you secure, okay? Is there anything you want to bring with you down there to Mecklenburg County Jail?
No, I'm saying, can I understand, what am I being detained for?
Yeah, it's a warrant. I'm going to show you the actual warrant in just a moment when I have a chance to sit you down. I'm going to leave that cash in there. Any other pockets I need to know about? No, sir. Go ahead and see what's there.
Say, what is my money on the trailer truck there, guy?
What? Oh, okay.
What is that? Oh, that's not mine. I ain't seen that. I've never seen that in my life. What are you doing with my property then?
I'm going to roll the window down and tell you what you're in here for. Stuff right here.
That's going with you. That's going to be with you. We're not giving that to anybody else. We got that off you, so it's staying with you. So so you know we didn't take none, and none's gonna be missing. All right, but I want to. No, we are taking that. That's staying with you. That's the rule.
And you gave me some of it
because it come off of you. Every bit of it's going with you. Does that make sense? That's accountability. Because when it comes to stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So
the same type I said. They're gonna double check it just to be sure.
Okay. So just give it just a minute, all right?
The suspect, who was identified as Moncree Moon, was taken to the police station where he found out that one officer was doing something fishy.
All right, I'm gonna count your money in front of you, okay?
Here's big money. We'll put this in the bag for you, okay? Yeah, here. Here you go.
I got you.
Yeah, she's counting right now.
You're gonna watch me, okay?
I heard the rubber band get popped.
Hold up. Check it out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to question you.
Let me count it first.
No, can you look in between his legs real quick? Well, I think he just put some more money in between his legs. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. How much money did you have on you? I haven't
touched it. Can you just check in between his
Sir,
legs?
listen to me.
He's moving and everything. Look, he's moving.
Sir, I'm good.
Sir, listen to me. Tell me how much cash you had on you. What was the amount?
I just want to see. I'm not gonna lie. Can you check? I'm not going nowhere. Can you check your fellow officer for me, please?
We're good. We're good.
Hell no. He just touched me. I heard the rubber band pop. He told me, I had to look. And he's moving. He's moving in between his legs.
Sir, stand right here.
I'm gonna stand right here, but can y'all please check y'all fellow officer? Please. What's going on? Look, he's moving his arm right now.
How much cash did you have on you?
Can you check your
Yeah, I
hands?
didn't.
Can you check your people? Because he's touching.
Tell me what's the total amount?
Look at his hand. He's tucking money. He's tucking money right in his right hand.
Tell me how much money you
He's
had on
tucking
you.
money. He's tucking my money. That's a problem. Can y'all check him?
Hey,
Listen to me. What was your total cash?
He's telling her, no, don't check me.
Listen.
Look at him moving. He's moving. Oh my God. Y'all not gonna check him?
Listen.
Look at
Chill
him.
out.
Listen. Tell me.
I've been cooperating
Let me tell
with
you
you guys the whole time. I'm
I'm not gonna allow anybody to take your money.
Look at him. He's moving.
But look at me. Look at me. If someone takes your money, it will be a big problem. All right. No one's gonna take your money. I can see his hands. I can see exactly what he's doing. No one's gonna take your money. She's gonna count your money.
There's more money. Watched him touch my money.
There's more money in here. You're saying that there's more money in here?
But what I'm saying is,
let me ask you a question. Answer my question. Are you saying that there's more money in here?
What I'm saying is he just touched my money and went through 3 different floor compartments, and I seen him put it in between his legs. I heard my rubber band. I've been nothing but cooperative with you guys. All I wanted you guys to do was. I'm saying, but he already moved and did a lot of different stuff.
Okay, come sit over here.
But y'all already let him move. Like, there's no way. Like, watch. That's crazy. I can't believe y'all just did me like that.
How much cash do you have on you total? So I can count it out and we can verify if it needs missing. That's what I'm asking you.
We can
know
this
what
right
the
now.
total amount was?
No, I honestly don't. The money was for a bill. My wife gave it to me. The one that she tried to give me. I tried to give her the money. He said, don't give it to her.
Okay.
Because I went to Wendy's. I got a Wendy's receipt right.
But do you know how much cash you had on it so I can count it out so we can verify the total? Do you know approximately how much you had on it?
If I say a number and I get it wrong because he touched the money, then it's going to be all wrong. But I just don't understand why I heard my rubber band being popped.
I just grabbed it from the seat to give to her.
That's not what you just told me either, boss.
I did. That's what I did. And I handed her the
I'm not going to lie, boss. Have I gave you any problems?
No, sir, you have not.
That's all I wanted to ask, sir. I just don't understand why y'all couldn't. Like, I'm not going. I sit on my face. I'm not going nowhere. I just wanted to.
I'm asking you what your total was so we can count it out. You can watch me count
I'm
it out.
not sure. I'm
and
distraught.
we can verify.
It's a lot going on. I didn't even know I had a warrant. I'm just trying to like.
So if you.
What's it called? I'm trying to like just like comply with you guys.
I got
but,
you.
Notice how Chapman got out of the car and immediately put his arm up to block anyone from opening it or checking inside. The female cop was trying her best to mediate the situation.
Okay, so what I typically do is count out everybody's money in front of them so you can see that it's accurate.
The money was altered before.
So when I turn it over to property, you can verify that the total we're counting out now is the total that you're going to get back.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? Are you good with me doing that right now?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you can tell me, do you have any kind of idea about how much you would say you had on you?
But I'd rather you count it first so I just know in my head.
But if you tell me afterwards that it's missing, that doesn't verify.
But if
you know
you guys
what I'm
would have
saying?
stopped him within the whole...
If you tell me how much it was now, I can count it and we can verify if it's missing. Okay?
I understand what you're saying, ma'am, and I appreciate everything. But I feel like you guys don't understand what I'm saying. But it's okay, I'm not tripping. You can count it out. I just, like, you counting it out right now would just let me know exactly how much you took. But I'm not tripping anything. I'm not trying to cause any problems or any Miss Casperson. Miss Casperson. I'm not trying to cause any problems. I just know what I know, you know what I'm saying? I know, I heard the rubber band pop. I seen him fiddling. He did not just keep his hands up the whole time. Like no, I didn't. He didn't open the door and say, you can search me. Look, you know what I'm saying? I heard my money. I'm a very great businessman. I just paid bills a couple days ago, you know what I'm saying? I just know for a fact that he touched my money. And then he was adamant about not giving my money to my wife or the cameraman that was with me, you know what I'm saying? He was just like, no, you're gonna keep your money on you, which wasn't a problem, you know what I'm saying? But him touching the money prior to just putting it in I've been listening the whole time. He asked for a small envelope. He didn't put the money in there then. He asked for it just doesn't make any sense. But you can do your job. I'm not trying to postpone or cause a problem. I just want to see how much is missing out at this point.
I want to count in front of you so you can see how much that you have, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. So that's 7. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. 7, 190.
This is around like 13 or 14.
Okay, so we haven't documented that you're saying that, okay?
Is that the rubber band elbow?
Yeah. So you see me putting it all in here.
I appreciate you,
The female officer placed $7,190 into an evidence bag and sealed it.
Like his person, because if anything is on him,
look, sir.
It would be in big. No, I don't. Look,
I'm gonna show you right here. Look at me. Look at me.
All of you guys probably have kids out there, you know what I'm saying? Look, this is all I want to explain to you guys. Most of the time, when somebody knows they didn't, when somebody knows for a fact they didn't do anything, they're not finna just, you feel what I'm saying, let you search them. And I don't have kids, you feel what I'm saying? But I know how that goes because my mom did foster care. So I'm like up to par with all of that. And on top of that, if I didn't do anything, like how me and you've been talking the whole time,
Yes,
just
sir.
like how me and you was talking the whole time, if I didn't do anything, I have nothing that I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying? There would be no reason for him to show me his pockets and stuff. Like I know for a fact.
No, I want you to feel
comfortable. I would have
Yes.
felt.
Yes, sir.
I would have felt comfortable if your colleagues would have searched you at the exact time where I knew where the money was. Because I seen you kept going in between your legs, and then every time everybody put all of the attention on me, you kept moving. I don't know if it's in your door. I don't know where it's at, but just like look.
Watch what happens next when another officer tries to get inside the cop car.
Like look. I don't even care to find the money, but how you know for a fact that I'm right.
Come here.
Do you mind if I move?
Come here. I'll tell you.
I want you to hold me so you know that.
Okay. Do you see anything?
No, no cap. I'm not even gonna touch it. It's blue hundreds right here. It's all the blue hundreds are right there behind that receipt. Thank you. All that's my money. He didn't have that.
This is your money?
Yes, I heard him crumble it up. Thank you. All that's been recorded, right? That's my money. That's my money right there.
Sir, you've been watching me that whole time.
I seen you take it. I seen you crumble it up. Just
that
count
is
it.
not me.
If I'm right, it's gonna be around $1,000. If I'm right, and like I told you, I just went to Wendy's. I seen you still.
No, sir.
If you don't mind, I just want to sit down so y'all don't try to say I'm resistant. I don't want to do nothing. All I know for a fact is I know what I know and I've seen it. I just wanted you guys to trust me, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was just acting a little irate, but I'm perfectly fine, you know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to expose you.
That is not me, bud.
Brother, I just seen you steal my money. It was no reason for you to pop my rubber band, brother. It was no reason for me to pop my rubber band off my money.
I didn't pop your rubber band off your money.
I heard it. Me and you just spoke about it. You heard him agree to it. When I first got it, I said, I heard you did rubber band. You said, oh, I had to do something. It's okay. It's okay. I know. I just witnessed here today. Mr. Chapman went in my money. He separated my money. He was trying to steal it, and I caught him. He put it in between his legs, and as his colleagues approached me, he worked it towards the door. He tried to make it seem like I was lying. I'm not going anywhere. I'm in full custody of these officers. I'm being detained. I'm not going anywhere. I don't want any problems. I'm not armed. I didn't do anything wrong. I was just pulled over for a traffic stop. He just tried to steal some of my money.
Okay, we're hearing you, but there's no need to say all of
No,
that.
I was just looking at the camera. No, I just know how it goes. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to cause.
My camera's on the entire
Yes, ma'am.
time. All right,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
let's take it down a notch.
Yes, ma'am. I apologize. I'm so sorry.
Here.
Yes, ma'am. So what are we gonna do about this problem? Because he just tried to steal some of my money.
sir,
And I'm
I
not
did
trying
not.
to put any allegations on him. I'm not trying to say anything. I'm not using my words like to try to hurt anybody. I just know what I know. And then I don't even like the fact, but I know you guys have like special protocol. I don't even like the fact that he just tried to steal and nobody like stood up for him. You feel what I'm saying? Like nobody was like, okay.
Nobody saw anything
But I
that you were
seen
saying,
everything.
but nobody saw anything that you said.
I appreciate it, Mr. Morris. You his sergeant.
Yes, he is my sergeant.
Sir, I have 20/20 and I can read. I remember when you called him out, I could tell you everything he said to you. Perfect timing. This was perfect. Perfect that you called me out this time because you didn't know the protocol to how a federal warrant was supposed to be taken care of. Correct and incorrect?
That's correct. That's the reason why I called him out to ask.
But you just separated. Whoa, so what was the purpose of you separating my money while you gave her money while you just watched her count my money out in full? Because you just wasted you wasted an evidence for it. Because now she has to rewrite a totally different number. So if I would have agreed to the number that I didn't know when she asked me, then I would have been like ridiculed or seen as a liar or something. That's why I didn't answer your question, ma'am, because I said that I had just went to Wendy's. I believe that's my receipt. I only ordered a 10-piece nugget and I ordered like a fry and something to drink, so I didn't know the actual amount of the money. All I know is when my girlfriend got off work at 5 o'clock, I was supposed to give her that money for the rest of the bills and she was going to get her car back. I was in a car this week. That's why I wasn't in my own car, man. That was my girlfriend's car, Diamond Alexander. That's why when you initially pulled me over, and y'all probably have my phones, you can see the call record. I called her at like 4 or something to let her know, babe, I'm being pulled over in your car. In my eyes, I thought it was gonna be for the T-tag, temporary tag thing, the sticker, but like
it was initially just for your speed, I promise you that.
No, I apologize, sir. I apologize. I'm just trying to do what I gotta do, but I know for a fact what I heard. I have 20/20 vision. I'm not a criminal. I don't do things that I'm not supposed to. I heard him tampering with that rubber band.
Okay.
That rubber band was on that money because my girlfriend gave me the money this morning and told me I wasn't even supposed to be in her car. I just took it because I didn't want to be Ubering around all day and my girlfriend had a car and she was going to work. I was supposed to be picking her up off Central at her job, at her little, where she do cosmetics at. With that money, we supposed to go to the bank. And y'all, I'm pretty sure when y'all check the car, y'all see the little Chase. Sir?
What's your full name?
Moncree Tyree Moon. M-O-N-C-R-E, last name Moon.
Do we have all your information?
Yes, sir, but I want to know what y'all gonna do about Mr. Chapman.
Okay.
He was just caught at work, tampering with evidence.
Mr. Moon, I'm gonna do my job, all right? So
I want it wrote down. I'm not gonna lie. Now, listen, Mr. Morris, I'm not gonna cut you off.
Listen, there's nothing I can give you right now to tell you what I want to do. But like, what I can tell you what I want to do is if you allege that he did something, honestly,
did you recount the extra money?
He said it was 1,000.
No, like it's 900.
Oh, it's 900. I have it right here.
It's 900.
Do you mind,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was what I could put in. It was separate.
So like if you allege that Officer Chapman did something.
So you guys don't
listen. I'm telling you exactly what I'm gonna do. Do not parse every word I'm telling you. I'm telling you exactly what I'm going to do. All right? Is that I have to get on the phone. I have to call my supervisors to run up the chain. All right?
The cat was out of the bag. The alleged criminal caught a cop thieving. How messed up is our system? Officer Chapman was taken into the office and confronted about his actions.
People coming in, obviously they have to talk to you, all right? So, I want to hold on to your weapon right quick, okay?
Yep. Go ahead. Just take the whole holster off. It's one of them.
QLS.
I got it.
Sergeant Burke and one of his detectives will come and speak to you, alright? So, just chill out, relax. Do you need anything?
No, I just want to apologize to everyone and say, man, one of these things, dude. And I'm sorry.
I hear, brother.
Just want to say I'm sorry.
I got you, brother. Well, we're going to walk out of here and close the door, okay, until they get here, okay, buddy?
Alright. Let me know if you need anything, alright?
I'm good, Sarge. I appreciate it.
Henry Chapman was found guilty of embezzlement and placed on unpaid administrative leave after his arrest. Following 15 years of service, he resigned from the police force. If you asked me, I'd say he got off easy. The pig officer had crumpled up almost $1,000 and stashed it in a safe location. He thought no one would notice if he sneaked away with $1,000. What's even more horrible is what these two female officers did next. On April 7, 2018, Roswell police officers Courtney Brown and Christy Wilson pulled over Sarah Webb for speeding. Instead of following proper protocol, they decided to play a literal game with her fate.
Stay in the car.
Sorry, my window doesn't hold.
Off to Brown Roswell Police Department. You know how fast you were just going, ma'am?
I'm so sorry, I'm late for work.
So you could go over 80 miles per hour on 92? No, ma'am. You have your driver's license and your insurance card?
Yeah, my insurance.
Turn off the car and pass me the keys, please. The ground's wet, it's been raining, you're going over 80 miles an hour
so
on this type of a road. That's reckless driving, ma'am. Hey. She was going like almost 90 down 92. Oh, really? She flew past me. I had to get up to 90 to catch her.
Wow.
My CAD's not working. Is yours? Would you do?
I check.
Can you see if can you check the tag too? I'm gonna have to restart this and see what the deal is. I'm on 3.
Alpha 1.
Alpha 1.
Contact to 2005 Mercury Stable to Sarah Webb at Lawrenceville. Valid -10.
I'm gonna restart my computer.
Following returns to Sarah Webb, Class C, valid -10.
Copy, thank you. that?
A head, R tail.
Okay.
This is tail right.
Yeah. So release.
23.
Michael Jordan. Hi. So I got too fast for. Let me write this down.
Too fast for conditions.
Is it reckless?
Yeah, you can do reckless. And then speeding.
While determining Sarah's fate, the officers used A for arrest and R for release during a casual coin flip. Unfortunately for them, all of this was recorded on their body cameras.
Yeah, you can do reckless. And then speeding. And you're just gonna have to mark the pace one instead of the.
I mean, either way, the speed limit here is what, 45?
Yeah.
45. She was going way.
Yeah.
I mean, because I haven't done one like speeding like that, so that's why I'm a little bit unsure.
This is tail right.
Yeah. So release.
23.
Michael Jordan. Hi. So I got too fast for. Let me write this down.
Too fast for conditions.
Is it reckless?
Yeah, you can do reckless. And then speeding. And you're just gonna have to mark the pace one instead of the.
I mean, either way, the speed limit here is what, 45?
Yeah. 45.
She was going way.
Yeah.
I mean, because I haven't done one like speeding like that, so that's why I'm a little bit unsure.
You're gonna do the patrol vehicle spot, and then it's gonna ask you for moving or not moving, and you're gonna do moving.
Can you help me do these dang tickets? My CAD won't even log me in. Sorry. Alright, I'm gonna go. Yeah, that's not okay. Yeah. Alright, ma'am. Do me a favor, step out of the vehicle for me. Put the phone down.
Why am I
Put your phone down. Step out of the vehicle. Turn around, put your hands behind your back. Because, ma'am, you're driving entirely too fast for conditions. You put a lot of people's lives in jeopardy, okay?
They had the audacity to tell Sarah that she put people's lives in danger while they themselves literally ruined one.
You have a Ron. Return to the side for me. Here, move over, okay? I'm just gonna shake this out, okay? Alright. Do me a favor, step over here. It's my patrol vehicle. Have a seat for me. We're gonna buckle you in, okay?
I am, but without a stamper.
Oh.
Who's that?
I don't know, why are they plugging me?
He's got no reason.
After the incident, the body cam footage was reviewed, leading to the termination of officers Courtney Brown and Christy Wilson. Good thing these two immature women were taken off the force. A thieving cop is somewhat new, but a killer cop is very common these days. Just take a look at what this horrible guy did. Corrupt officers often face their sins in the courtroom, just like this officer whose actions put his own partner to tears.
Here I'm thinking we're supposed to be the good guys.
Just to give you a little background of the case, Ronald Anthony Burgos Avalesa, a former Border Patrol agent, lured his mistress and his very own one-year baby he had with her to a secluded park. He then inflicted 27 on the woman, and after he was done, he delivered a similar end to his one. This testimony is from Burgos' partner when he learned what his partner did.
Can you please state your full name for the record?
Yes, it's Francisco Noel Lara.
Okay, and how are you employed?
I'm employed as a Border Patrol agent.
And how long have you been employed as an agent?
In October, it'll be 12 years.
What are your duties and responsibilities?
My responsibilities are to deter terrorists and terrorist weapons from coming into the United States.
Did you, at any time that day, visit Father McNaboe Park?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And how did you arrive at Father McNaboe Park?
I want to say by pure coincidence. My duties, like I said, were to be at the old the South Station. I was supposed to be there as long as it took for the new recruits to get sworn in, speak to the chiefs, fill out some paperwork, and then a lot of times we're there all day. But thankfully that day around between 10 and 10:30, my team leader told me to pretty much start training my new field training, my trainee, Johnny L. Smith. He told me that he would take care of the new hires and for me to go to the field and commence his training.
Okay. Are you familiar with someone by the name of Ronald Anthony Burgos Aviles?
Yes.
How are you familiar with him?
He was my supervisor in that particular day. At the time, I did not know what was going on. When he called me Lada, I get to his position. It doesn't take me more than a minute and a half. I get there. I see his truck with his overhead lights turned on. I start making my way to Mr. Burgos when I see him looking down the ATV trail, looking south. His body is standing outside of the truck with radio in hand, just looking down the ATV trail. So when I'm making my way to Mr. Burgos' truck, I see him looking south, so I look south and I see the silhouette of the victim.
Francisco Lara had known his supervisor for many years, but on that fateful day when he arrived on scene, he did not believe what he was seeing.
As soon as I see the victim, I approach and I start yelling, like, "Señora, señora, despierta, estás despierta. Ma'am, wake up." Because at this time, all I see is blood. I told my trainee, I call him Schmitty. I like, "Schmitty, is that what I think I'm looking at?" And I see the silhouette and I immediately start running towards her. And that's when I tell him, like, I start yelling at her, "Está despierta, are you awake?" So at that time, initially, right away, I said, "Sir, do you have any gloves?" Which he said, "No, I do not."
Who did you say that to?
Initially, I asked Mr. Burgos, "Do you have any gloves?" He's like, "No, I do not." So I say, "I don't have any gloves." And I asked my trainee, Schmitty, "Do you have any gloves?" And thankfully, being the great agent that he was, he did have a pair of gloves. So he goes ahead and tells me, like, "Sir, I have gloves." So I take them both. I grab one and I give one to Mr. Burgos. I put the glove as best as I can, immediately check for a pulse. I don't feel a pulse. Before anything, I'm radioing everything in to, I told base 2, I think she's dead. They tell me, take a step back, trigger the crime scene. So before anything, I told my trainee, go to the gate and open it for the paramedics. He takes off. So before I take a step back, I'm surprised to see so much blood. So I grab my head and I'm like, where is all this blood coming from? Take a step back. At the time he picks her up, I could see the shadow of her face. It's full of dirt. I could see her hair over her face, but I do not get a clear picture of her. But I am so freaking out and in shock because I don't know what I'm looking at. So he puts her back down, goes back over her. He's like, "You know what? This stuff makes me nervous. I'm gonna go back down this way." And he points south again towards the Bettis property. And he walks away and I see him with his phone in his hand. He's doing something. At the time I'm thinking he's gonna call base 2, but from what I understand, he never did. At the time, I had no idea that he knew her. No indication of anything whatsoever. All I knew is that, hey, we're the good guys. Supervisor Burgos, at the time, I'm doing everything. I'm checking for life. In my mind, I'm thinking he's got my back as a law enforcement agent. He's watching my back. So I didn't think anything of it. So when I grab the glove, I just go over and I put it there just for safekeeping.
In the back of his kilo?
In the back of the bed of his kilo, yes, sir.
The victim was a woman Officer Burgos had an affair with. He had impregnated her, and due to her financially unstable life, she was receiving child support from him. At that time, Francisco didn't know his supervisor was the main suspect in the case. But when he did, the memory alone overwhelmed him.
My team leader tells me, "Hey, we already activated the Border Patrol unions, the lawyers for you. Before you make any statements, we already got lawyers." And I'm like, "We already made our official statement." He was surprised. He's like, "Oh, you did?" I'm like, "Yes." He's like, before he hangs up, he's like, "Just so you know, there's a rumor saying that the dead woman is Burgos' side chick." I'm like, all right, 10-4, let me call you back. I told Agent Herndon, hey bro, there's a rumor saying that the dead woman is Burgos's, I use the word Sancha. At that moment, we're talking, another detective comes out, a big man. I know him as a boxer. He comes out, and I tell him, I still have my phone in my hand, I tell him, sir, excuse me.
Should we take a break?
Should answer basis, Mr.
I'm good, sir. Thank you, Your Honor. I was heartbroken.
1 second, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Another officer in charge of securing the crime scene gave many brutal details as well.
You also testified that he said that there was a body.
That is correct.
Okay. What happens at that point? Or what do you do at that point?
At that point, he was ahead of me, southbound. When I heard him say, I found another body, I walked towards his direction, to his location. He was no longer on the dirt path. He was in the brush. And when I arrived there at the brush with Agent Dennison, I observed a motionless little boy as well.
Describe, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what you saw, or when you saw the little boy. If you can describe what you saw.
Of course. Little brown booties, little brown boy booties, blue jeans that were covered in blood, freshly haircut, and what caught more of my attention was the way the body was positioned, he was placed. He wasn't thrown, he was placed. It's as if someone had placed him down.
Did you see any injuries to the baby?
Yes, lots of blood around the neck area, and that came down. I said again, blood on the blue jeans as well.
Okay.
Next, the lawyer displayed a heartbreaking piece of evidence.
I'm going to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 26. And if you can identify and you recognize this.
Yes, now I remember the t-shirt. Yes, sir.
Did you see any other injuries on the baby? How close were you to the baby?
Standing right over the body.
How many injuries did you observe on the baby at that time?
I only observed one.
And that was to
the neck area.
Okay. Did you notice any cuts, incisions, or tears on the shirt?
No damage, just the blood.
So the shirt is intact?
Yes, sir.
The baby you said was wearing jeans?
Yes, sir.
And I'm showing you State's Exhibit 25. You said you recognize these jeans?
Yes.
And you said that you had a large amount of blood on them? Can you lead your witness, please? And what was the conditions of the jeans?
Blood-soaked jeans.
And finally, you said that he was wearing, what was he wearing on his feet?
Brown booties, brown little boy booties.
State's Exhibit 24, you recognize this?
Yes, sir.
To publish these to jury. I'm just going to show. I don't need to.
While we were back in my patrol unit where I keep my voluntary statements, my paperwork, something important was broadcasted over our radio.
Communication came over the radio that morning.
It was broadcasted, possible suspect, Burgos. That was broadcasted over my P unit, portable unit.
What was your reaction at that time? But when you heard Burgos, what did that, did it mean anything to you at all?
No, no, sir.
Did Dennison?
Dennison was in close proximity where he could hear the broadcast on my radio.
Did he have any reaction?
He was appalled.
How do you know? What was his demeanor?
He was in shock.
This witness cannot testify as to somebody else, some other person.
I'm asking about his demeanor when he heard the broadcast. Dennison was in front of him. He can testify as to what the agent's physical demeanor was when the broadcast came out.
All right. We'll stick with the demeanor, but nothing with regard to what he said, sir. The witness has been instructed. You understand it?
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Thank
I'm asking only his. You have your radio.
Yes, sir.
The name Burgos comes out.
Yes, sir.
It means nothing to you.
No, no, sir.
Do you see a physical change in Agent Dennison?
Yes, sir.
To you, what do you see this physical change?
He was in shock.
The victim, Griselda Hernandez's sister, also testified in court against Officer Burgos.
Whenever my sister was going to school, she had classes, she needed to be elsewhere, I would watch over my nephews, both of them. And the same with me, whenever I had to go to work, she would try to take care of my children when I wasn't available for him. So you could say that we, in a way, raised each other's children.
How old would your sister be today if she were still alive?
I feel I could calculate how old she would be, but to me, she's always 27.
Why do you say that?
I can't see her aging over 27. That's where time stopped. That's where time is frozen for her. And like I said, I could calculate if I were to give you an age she'd be, but she's 27 in my heart. And
what about Dominic? How old would he be today?
He would be 6. He would be turning 7, just like my son, July 26. She wanted to be a nurse.
Like you?
Yes.
Dominic was about 18 months old, right, when he died?
That's correct.
Do you remember what kind of toys he liked to play with? Was he a active little boy?
Yes, he had, well, at my mom's house, he had these favorite little tiny yellow balls that he used to like hiding them from my mom and having her find him whenever she was sweeping or cleaning, and she'd find him in all odd places, cabinets, under the sofas, anywhere. In my house, he enjoyed playing with the orange basketball that him and Tristan would always fight over. And any little games that they had that they could, tactile toys that they could press and they would make sounds. They'd love playing with things like that.
So you like playing with balls, footballs,
Yes.
baseballs?
Yes.
The monster officer destroyed and ruined so many lives with his brutal action. He only deserved one punishment, and it was given when the verdict was announced.
All right, this is the verdict in case number 2018 CRA 852 D1.
the state of Texas could care to stand. Mr. Burgos, Ronald Anthony Burgos Aviles. Verdict of the jury, count 1. We, the jury, unanimously find beyond reasonable doubt the defendant Ronald Anthony Burgos Aviles guilty of the offense of capital murder as alleged in count 1 of the indictment signed by the foreperson. Verdict of the jury, count 2. We, the jury, unanimously find beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant Ronald Anthony Burgos Aviles guilty of the offense of capital murder as alleged in count 2 of the indictment, signed by the foreperson.
After nearly 8 hours of deliberation, the jury sentenced Burgos to life in prison for killing former lover Griselda and their son Dominic. The death of innocents and the pain inflicted by these crazy people scars many for their entire lifetime. And that's all for today. If you liked the video, subscribe so you don't miss out on the next upload. Thanks for watching.